If you're feeling burned out and overwhelmed in midlife, then you're in exactly the right place. I'm Jill, and today's practice is designed to help you reset when everything feels like too much. Take a moment to get yourself settled and we'll begin. You can be seated or lying down, but take a moment to close off your eyes and shift your attention inward. Try and notice your breathing. And we'll begin with a physiological sigh. If you're not familiar with the physiological sigh, it's super simple. It's 2 short puffs of air in through your nose and a slightly longer exhale through your mouth. Try it with me. We have 2 inhales and an exhale. Breathing in for 2 and exhale. In for 2 and exhale. 2 more times, breathing in for 2 and exhale and sigh. Take one last one on your own time. And pause. Take a moment to notice where you've landed in your body after a few short, focused breaths. That exhale lengthened out calms our heart rate and slows our breathing a bit. Next, we'll release some digital burnout and overwhelm. We'll begin with our eyes. So close off your eyes once again and notice your eyeballs resting deep in the sockets. Imagine that they're sitting in nice, clear pools of water. And now imagine that there's a giant clock right in front of you, and we're going to use that to move the eyeballs deep in the sockets. So without opening your eyes, look up to 12 o'clock with your eyeballs and hold. Allow all tension to flood out of this movement pattern. And now take your internal gaze, your eyeballs, to 1 o'clock on that giant clock and hold and allow all tension to flow out of your body. And moving to 2 o'clock and hold. And 3 o'clock and hold the gaze. And 4 o'clock, hold. Allow anything to unwind from deep within the eye sockets, your brain, your face muscles. And find 5 o'clock and hold. Finding 6 o'clock, looking down through your cheekbones to find 6 o'clock. And moving to 7. And finding 8. Finding 9 o'clock, looking directly side with your internal gaze, allowing all tension to flood out through 9 o'clock. Slightly lifting your gaze to 10 o'clock. And 11 o'clock. And we're back to where we started at 12 o'clock. So just a bit of a release and relax for the tiny muscles of the eyes that are so intricately connected with the stress response and our brain and our facial muscles. You can open your eyes or keep them closed if you'd like, still focusing on some digital burnout release, shifting your attention to your fingertips. Just bring your thumbs and all of your fingertips together and give them a bit of sensory input. So just a gentle bit of friction, a little bit of a rub, anything that feels good to you. Think of the amount of pressure and time spent and friction between the skin, the surface area of your fingertip pads or your thumbs and your device. And that can create some real burnout in terms of repeat patterns. So just get some friction. Now take your thumb to your index finger and take some tiny spirals, tiny circles, and reverse the direction. And you can move your way through all of your fingertips, circling and reversing. Your hands can be in your lap. They can be anywhere that's comfortable for you. If you're in a public space, no one needs to know what you're doing. And finding your ring finger circling, finding that connection between your thumb and your index or your ring finger, and finding your pinky fingers on your thumbs. And reverse. And then just all of your fingertips on your thumbs again, a couple circles in one direction and a couple circles in another direction. And then just allow your hands to unfold. Don't force it, just allow them to unfold. And take a moment to pause and acknowledge what it feels like for both palms to be open and not engaging with a piece of technology. Now we'll shift our attention to releasing some emotional burnout and overwhelm. We'll place our attention in our heart and lung space, as this is a really common place for trapped emotions to live. Again, connecting to the breath, but different than how we begin. So shift your attention in your mind's eye to your left lung. And as you inhale, see if you can notice any cobwebs in this left lung clearing out, unfolding, releasing. And as you exhale, that lung just settles nicely back into place inside your ribs, just cuddled in with your heart. And again, when you're ready to take a breath in, notice that left lung expanding, clearing out cobwebs, doing some dusting inside your lung space. And as you exhale, your lung just gets nice and cozy in there, tucked against your heart. One more time on that left side, breathing in to clear cobwebs. Use the breath to cleanse. And as you exhale, allow your lung to get cozy and comfortable next to your heart. And pause. Just take a 3-second check-in and notice any difference between your left and your right lung before you shift your awareness to your right lung. And we have the same breathing pattern, taking a nice calm inhale to infuse energy and clear cobwebs in your right lung. And the exhale settles your lung back into a cozy nook against your heart. And we have an inhale to expand and clear cobwebs in that right lung, emotional cobwebs. And exhale the lung gets comfy and cozy right next to your heart. One last time here, just breathing in on your own time, clearing cobwebs in the lung space, and exhaling, allowing your lung to settle and get comfortable with your heart. And pause. Take a moment to notice any slight shifts in your upper body. You might even notice that it's easier to lift your shoulders a little bit, or that you have more sensation in your fingertips, or maybe your breath just feels a bit lighter and freer. And our last point of focus for today will be on releasing some actual adrenal burnout and overwhelm in the area of the kidneys, where the adrenal glands are housed right on top of those kidneys. So again, choose if you want to close off your eyes or keep them open, but we'll shift our awareness to our back body, kind of in the vicinity of our bra line. If you're sitting or lying down, you might want to really focus in on sensing that part of your body connecting to the back of the chair or the surface that you're lying on. The adrenal glands, of course, are responsible for producing stress hormones, and we can influence them and their healing process by focusing attention on what we can control. And one of those things that we can control is our diaphragm. Our diaphragm is skeletal muscle and it responds to input that we give it. So let's envision the back of the diaphragm like a blind or a window shade. And when you inhale, that blind comes down. And when you exhale, that blind floats up. Again, when you inhale, that blind floats down. And when you exhale, that blind floats up. We inhale, and that blind drops down the back of our body. And as we exhale, that blind floats back up. And pause. So just having some awareness that we can influence the diaphragm, which is so intricately involved in the stress response and in breathing. It's not about trying to over control it. It's about negotiating with it and just finding subtle ways to get ourselves into a 1% better body state to then go about affecting change in our real lives so that we can become less burned out and overwhelmed. If you found today's practice helpful, I would absolutely love it if you would take a moment to subscribe so that you can come back again and again to these practices that are designed to help you reset. Again, they're not designed to fix anything. They're designed to help you reset and then go about your business in a calmer state. So thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care and bye for now.